Morning, guys. Our topic for today is punctuation marks, and it means Akara, edemede in Igbo. Okay, so basically, we are not supposed to be teaching you guys punctuation marks in Igbo because they just do the same thing or similar things with the punctuation marks you know in English. Okay, but one of the reasons why we are teaching you guys is so that you'll be able to encounter as much Igbo words as possible. Okay, as you encounter Igbo words, your English sense will tell you, okay, if you combine this one and this one, you make this particular sentence. Because you are going to be translating all these Igbo words to English. So that even if after combining the ones you can combine to make sentences, then if you give it to somebody or if you bring it up to us to vent for you to know how correct it is. So that is just one of the reasons why we are teaching you this particular topic. Okay, so punctuation marks, you know the function of punctuation marks in a particular sentence. It helps a person to organize his sentences and his sentence and make his sentence to have meaning. Okay, you can't even imagine a particular passage or a comprehension without an adequate or even a sufficient punctuation. It will just mean nothing. Okay, and somebody that is using it will be like, what is this person even writing like this? Where is the starting point? Where is the ending point? Okay, we have many punctuation marks and we'll be treating them one after the other. The first one you can see here is bomb, and it means full stop in English. Okay, you know what a full stop is? A full stop is just that particular punctuation mark that is used in showing finality. Okay, it is used to show that you finished saying everything you have to say, so that you've ended. Anywhere somebody sees full stop, it means that that particular message that you are trying to pass, you've ended it and it has finished, as you can see in these examples. And also, full stops are usually used in declarative sentences. Okay, any sentence that is declarative, okay, that stays a fact as it is, you just state it and you just put a full stop, it has finished. In this first example, achọghị m nsogbu gị. I don't want your trouble. Nsogbu means trouble in English. So, I don't want your trouble is a declarative sentence and it has complete meaning. So you finish saying everything you want to say, and nobody's waiting for you to continue or to give you a reply. So that's why you have to put this full stop here. This one, gaa zụtara m ose, go and buy pepper for me. Okay, when you tell somebody go and buy pepper for me, the person will just go and buy the pepper. Gaa zụtara m ose. Ose means pepper in English. Zuta means buy. Okay, so that is just about full stop. This second one is recom. Recom, you've seen the sign, it means comma. Commas are usually used where you take a breath, where you breathe out or breathe in a particular sentence. While making a particular sentence, when you take a short breath, okay, or where you want to mention a list of something, okay, a list, or when you want to take a short breath. So as you can see in this first one, Ngozi mara mma, comma, dịkwa ogologo. Ngozi is beautiful and also tall. Okay, it's beautiful, you take a breath, and also tall. This second one, Emeka gotara ewu, comma, ọkụkọ, comma, atụrụ, full stop. Okay, Emeka bought a goat, a hen, okay, or a chicken, and then a sheep, a goat, a hen, and a chicken. So you just use it in listing something, or when you are taking a breath while speaking or while writing something. So that is just what the comma or what the recom means in Igbo. Okay, so this one is Akara Ajuju. That is the question mark. You know what a question mark does? Akara Ajuju. Ajuju means question mark, question. Okay, and Akara means mark, question. So when you see a question mark, you know what it means. It means it is used to solicit a reply from somebody. Okay, when you say something that requires a reply or an answer, so that's where you put the question mark. Okay, or it is even used in rhetorical questions. Okay, that's when you ask something, but you know that okay, maybe the person you are asking is not around, but it's just used to ask questions that's on a normal okay, requires answers. Okay, this one is in this first example, kedu ebe ị na-aga? where are you going to? Kedu means where. Ebe inaga, are you going to? So when you ask somebody where are you going to, the person will now have to tell you, I'm going to so so and so. And one other thing you have to know about question marks in English and in Igbo is that when you put a question mark, you don't need to put a full stop at the end of it. So even a comma. A question mark is like a punctuation mark that just comes. If it comes at the end of a sentence, you don't need to put a full stop or any other punctuation mark at the back of that question mark. Okay, so that is just one thing you have to know about. If you didn't know this before, you are knowing it now. Okay, so Kedwebi Naga, where are you going to? You put a question mark because this thing requires answer. Maybe somebody will now tell you, I'm going to so so and so. Anamaga ahia, I'm going to the market. In reply to this question. This second one, Imara na imahi ihe. Imara na imahi ihe. Do you know that you don't know anything, or do you know that you are foolish? Okay, so somebody might actually tell you, I don't know, or I know. So that's why you put a question mark here to solicit answer. Kedu onye mere ihe a? Kedu onye mere ihe a? Who did this? Okay, so this one kedu here is actually functioning as where, and this one is functioning as who. So kedu can function as where, who, and what. Okay, so when you put kedu, you can use it in place of who, where, and what in a particular sentence. But one thing you have to know is that wherever you see kedu, okay, you must put a question mark, but because it's actually is that particular word that requires solicits for an answer from somebody. Okay, this one is rekomelu. It means apostrophe. You can see it here. That was one of my lessons that I said inverted comma. Okay, but this is not actually inverted comma. It means apostrophe. Okay, and you know what it's used to show? It is used to show in a sentence where there is an omission of a particular word. Okay, ọ na-egosi ebe mere omiti, ebe mere omiti a particular word in a sentence. Okay, so a particular letter in a sentence. As you can see here, eze bi na ụlọ elu. This particular na here, you've seen it, is used to replace a, as I taught you guys in prepositions. Eze bi na ụlọ elu. Eze lives in a storied building. Eze lives in a storied building. So this na here is used, this apostrophe here is used to show that there is a word, a letter here that is not here, that is supposed to be here, that is not here. Okay, so that's why you have to remove the a that is supposed to be in this na and put this one. This one, o dere aha ya n'akwụkwọ. O dere aha ya n'akwụkwọ. He wrote his name in a book, in the book. N'akwụkwọ here is used to show where he wrote his name. Okay, so you've seen that this NA is supposed to be here, but because that letter A is being removed, so you have to now put this apostrophe here. So that is just what apostrophe is used to show where there is a missing letter. Okay, so that is just it. In this particular one, but in Igbo, it is usually a missing vowel, that is a missing udaume, that is usually replaced with this apostrophe. This fifth one, borekom. Okay, you can see the English version here, semicolon. You know what semicolon is used to show. Okay, semicolon is used to show where a sentence would have ended, but there is invariably an extension of that sentence. So where there is a bombrekom, you can actually put a dot there to end that sentence, and that sentence will make complete sense. But because you just want to add an additional information to that particular sentence, you now have to put it to add it. Okay, so that is just what bombrekom, that is semicolon, that's what it does. In this particular example, you can see it here. Amaghị na ị ga-eme m ihe dị otu a were na-abịa be gị. Okay, so amaghị na ị ga-eme m ihe dị otu a were na-abịa be gị. I didn't know that you were going to do something like this to me. You can put a full stop here, but you said no, let me continue. And I was coming to your house. Okay, I didn't know I was going to do something like this to me, and I was coming to your house. So that is just it. In this one, ihe m ji aga ụka bụ ka m mara Chukwu, ọ bụghị ka m gosi akwa. Why I go to church is to know God. Okay, Chukwu means God. Is to know God. Is to know God. You can just put full stop here and leave every other thing. But you said, let me just continue to explain it further. It is not to show clothes. Okay, why I go to church is to know God, not to showcase my clothing. So that is just it about all these ones we've seen here. So the next one is